Okay, so part three to the story of parenting is, so I called the ambulance, and what happened from the ambulance is they said, well, that's normal for for a toddler to be puking like that. She's not even walking yet, and she's like she was rolling over and stuff like that. But I'm like, I'm like covered in this, like bathrobe covered in this. She wasn't like couldn't keep her formula down, so they're like, this is normal. And I'm like, this is my first time calling an ambulance on my child because I'm thinking she stopped breathing. She's choked. She got choked on her vomit. And I'm like, giving her. It was a horrible, horrible night. That was horrible. And well, prior to that, I took her to the doctors and they said, oh, she's fine. She can go up to her grandpa's. She just has a little cold. Well, she was puking up at my grandfather's, and my cousin ended up having to change and was really really sick, and then I brought her home to get her to the doctors and stuff, with my brother and stuff, but she literally stopped breathing. We took her to the emergency room and in Pottstown Hospital, and she's like, once she gets there, she's like playing, goofing around, sitting, you know, she could sit up then too a little bit, and she was like acting like nothing ever happened. They're looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, are you serious? Like, you're gonna experience this stuff. Like, you know that your child stopped breathing, and your child threw up all over you. Your child's sick as hell. You get onto the ER, and they act like it's like they're healthy as can be, and they make you look like you're nuts. Like, you are a waste of time coming in here. That was my daughter. Like, she's acts like she's fine. That is parenting. Kids are different. Some kids will be sick and they will act like they're really sick and whine and cry about every little ache and pain in their body. And there's other kids that don't. So the moral of the story is, kids do different things, and they're adventurous, and they will make you crazy, make you look like you're nuts, and you're not nuts. So yeah, it's great. So I just wanted to get things squared away with you guys, because parenting is not easy. You're gonna be looking like you're a nutcase, and they're gonna put you through some shit, and then they'll do something awesome, and you're like, oh, I love you, and then the next minute, within 5 minutes later, you're wanting to, like, going, what the hell were you thinking? Stop your fighting. If you have siblings, I had a brother. He passed away at the age of 36. So I grew up with my brother annoying the crap out of me, going to school, getting me into trouble. And so I'm like, really, really, I know the story, and you're like, Mom, help me, da 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 da. So I get all that because I have a sibling, and then trying to get homework done and trying to study, and then the studying stuff. Like, my kid, like, for me, studying, I needed to be focused and quiet. My kid, to study, I had to make it into games and things like that. And then when it came older, newsflash, um, don't do that, because my kid couldn't focus without playing games when she got to, like, college material, because she couldn't comprehend it without turning it into a game, because that was my mistake. Again, learning, thinking I want learning to be fun. Learning it shouldn't be all serious and concentration. You need to relax and have fun with your learnings, because that's where I was coming from. But no, I was wrong for that. And then kids, they memorize, like, when you're teaching them how to read, they memorize stuff. So you got to know if they're really memorizing their stuff or they're actually reading. I got hooked on phonics for my kid, thinking that, oh, that was great, because she could learn how to read. She's learning how to read independently. She's like learning her alphabets. It's mommy not teaching her a little bit, mommy backing off a little bit. Mommy read to her at nights, and then I was trying to teach her how to read and get her to read, but she ended up memorizing the books. And they told me to stop reading to her and let her learn how to read on her own. And that's why I stopped reading with my kid. And my kid's like, Mommy, you stopped reading with me, and I really enjoyed you reading with me. So I would suggest, you know what, have separated, because I learned now to basically, when you're teaching your kid, make time to read together, like at bedtime, but make it a study time where they're learning how to read, doing their homework and stuff like that. But I've always taken her to libraries. We went to library stuff. We lived in libraries, educational stuff. All my daughter grew up on education. Education is of importance. So education is very important, and being around educational stuff. It's always important to take your kids to the library and to story time and things like that, to socialize. There's a lot going on in a dang library. You wouldn't think so, but there is a lot going on in a library. Okay, and it's free. Okay, free events. You learn a lot. And they have movies, games, the story hour, arts and crafts going on. You wouldn't think so, but this stuff is free. So if you're poor and you don't have a pot to piss in, and you're trying to raise your kids and you want to take them to do something, take them to the library, because the library is very educational and stuff like that. There's also, which I found out, there's geocaching, which is free. Go around your town and let them do a treasure hunt and let them figure it out. They're learning their maps, their GPS. So there's a lot you can do with your kids. Let them experience stuff. It's going to be awesome. So go out and have a good time with your kids. So parenting is very hard, and it's, make like once a month you go out geocaching. You can't do it all the time. I get that, because I couldn't. Things come up, you gotta work, there's, you get called in, and it's tough being a single parent. Being a single parent is even harder than being sometimes when you're in a relationship, you're still a single parent. So I said sometimes, but sometimes it takes a village to raise a child, and that's true. That statement is true. So you got to have supports. But if you don't have that support, you just got to go out there and give it your all. You got to do the best that you can. Geocaching is free. It's on the website, www.geocaching.com. What you do is you create an account, and then there's apps you can download, apps, and then you just go to the ones that you want to go to that's in your town or area. This is worldwide. It's a worldwide game. It's a treasure hunt game, and it has like treasures in there. Basically, I'm going to explain this to you guys, but the treasure game is basically, if your kids take something out, you replace it. It teaches sharing. You can don't put no food and stuff in there, and then you just put it back where you found it. And everyone is different. It's puzzles, it's thinking, it's working together as a team, it's teaching directions, it's teaching a lot. It's a teaching tool, but yet you don't think it's teaching, because there's puzzles you got to figure out in order to open it up. There's libraries that you have to go to in order to get the puzzle. Maybe in a restaurant, where a McDonald's or Sunoco, there's in parks and stuff, make a picnic basket with your kids and just go to the park and see if you can find the treasure, see if there's a treasure hunt there. Do your homework, parents, before you take your kids out there, because if you take them out there and they're looking for a treasure hunt and they can't find it, and then you go back and you're like, oh, there wasn't one, they're going to get agitated, and then they're not going to want to do it. So when they first find, it ranges from really teeny tiny to huge treasure boxes and unique ones and stuff like that. And it's on trails. You can go bike riding and take the bike out. There's lots and lots. A lot of restaurants and a lot of stores do have geocaches in them. You just got to know which ones do, and within directions, it'll teach you everything you need to. If you are doing that, study up on Josh the Vlogger on YouTube, because he will teach you everything you need to know. So he is my idol as far as geocaching, because I just want to be just like him in geocaching world. But anyway, It's fun. It's worldwide, so it's not like you can't go geocaching anywhere. So it's exciting. It's fun. So I just want to put that out there to you guys. There's always things that you can do that are free, you know. Um, they might have a lake, waterfall where they can go swimming. Um, at one of the spots, they plus find a treasure hunt. You guys gotta think outside the box, parents. Think outside the box. So you want them to have an education during summer, and you want them to get out of your hair for a little bit and let them focus. Plus, it also teaches just siblings to work together instead of like, because you're gonna need each child has a different skill that they're stronger in and weaker in. So, like me, I suck at math. Okay, math is not my thing, but math was my brother's thing. Okay, he could be. My brother was like a genius in math. So, just to give you an idea, my brother sucked at English, and I'm great at English. Okay, so that gives you an idea, but if you put us together on a puzzle, and I may have to figure out the English version of it, and he may have to figure out the math part of the problems in order to open whatever it is. If you get one of those puzzle ones, and sometimes it's virtual, there's all kinds, there's mysteries, there's all kinds of geocaches out there. So I am definitely going to go geocaching this summer, and I hope you guys come along. Which you guys are going to be coming along, seeing me geocaching, taking some people that have never geocached before on a trip and seeing if they can find the first geocache. If you don't find your first treasure hunt, that's okay too, because geocaching is not always easy to do, but it gives you something to work for. And then if you don't find it, don't worry about it. You just log in, you find a logbook, and the more logbooks and then you put a smiley face, say that you found it, and then then you get to look at your map and you'll be like, okay guys, which one you want to guys work on, and you get together as a family unit, so you can bring as many people as you want on your geocaching. Make a geocaching name. Mine's Mom Realm, so if you see my name, there you go. But I have a friend that does actually makes geocaches and put them out there. So it's good. So I'm gonna get off here. My daughter is wanting to talk to me, so I will chit chat with you guys later. You all have a good day.